Oh, that coffee's good right now. Really good. All right, let's do the typical pop-outs. Not much going on Aurora-wise. Okay. There's a lot of activity at the base. Oh yeah. It's coming in now. What? I never saw that before. And we are live on TikTok and the other platforms. Yes. What is that? Okay, that's done. Ah, finally I could relax. Unfortunately, I don't use Discord. So there's that. What's up, Nick? So I wrote another one this morning, but I only wrote really one version. Oh my God, that's a huge moth flying by the light in the backyard, and that just freaked me out seeing it from the corner of my eye. Looks like Mothra. But it's based on, the name of it is obvious, Storm Chasers. I uploaded it to TikTok. But it's good for the storm chasing. And I remastered it, which here will be this.
Checking all systems.
I'm planning to put guitar parts apart to this at least.
Collecting all data. Loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by. Safe.
Matter of fact, let's put the MP4 on the screen.
Checking all systems. Latest Doppler radar. Collecting all data. Loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by. Safety checks set. We begin our
is for storm chasing and doing weather. I wrote it this morning.
Lightning flashes nearby, signs of incoming storm, setting our course, a cyclone forms. Keeping safe distance, monitoring statistics, tornado indicated, preparing all logistics. Storm change.
I already got a. Wow, there's a lot going on tonight at the National Guard. The big boys are taking off. They're coming in. I think that one's either taking off or landing. You hear it? Let me see something. I just thought of a part for that. I don't know where my guitar picks are. Oh, there's one. I'm curious. This is experimental. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
Oh, do you see the shirt? You see what shirt I'm wearing? Yeah, I saw that, Nick. Look what shirt I'm wearing. I did my closet over looking for a Rush shirt for Saturday. It is Momzilla. King of the Monsters. Right, there we go. Momzilla. I wrote the song and I made a shirt. I want to experiment with that song. Not that I'm really in the mood to do this. Oh my gosh. It's not the easiest thing, and this guitar is in excellent mint shape, and I am not about to mess my guitar, my favorite guitar, up. The only one that's really beat up is the Gibson Les Paul. That one took. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, that's that Star Wars thing. Oh, that's loose. That's never a good thing. I bet you it's out of tune. Why? How could it not be? Sounds like it's in tune. Sounds like I was just playing the song, but I want to do something different. Now, this is the first time I'm experimenting with my new song.
Doppler radar, collecting all data, loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by, safety checks set. We begin our journey, searching for the.
I'm gonna do something different.
Is nearby, signs of incoming storm, setting our course, a cyclone forms. Keeping safe distance, monitoring statistics.
do something. Maybe that. Maybe that. Back to the beginning.
Mission is distance. Latest Doppler radar. Collecting all data. Loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by. Safety check set. We begin our journey. Searching for the best.
That I wasn't expecting.
Lightning flashes nearby.
We gotta go back. I gotta figure out something for that.
Incoming latest
This is easy.
Doppler radar. Collecting all data. Loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by. Safety check set. We begin our journey. Searching for the best. Lightning flashes nearby. Signs of incoming storm. Setting our course, a cyclone forms. Keeping safe distance. Monitoring statistics. Tornado indicated.
I know what I want there. I gotta think. Maybe. Maybe.
Latest Doppler radar. Collecting all data. Loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by. Safety check set. We begin our journey. Searching for the best. Latest Doppler radar, collecting all data, loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by, safety checks set. We begin our journey, searching for the threats. Lightning flashes nearby, signs of incoming storm, setting our course, a cyclone forms. Keeping safe distance, monitoring statistics, tornado indicated, preparing all logistics. Storm chasers hunting, excitement fills the air, providing important data, vital information to share. Keeping people safe, mission is at hand. Warning for the public, all threats are scanned. Sitting at command control, monitoring the situation. Watches and warnings appear, extreme weather in our nation. Providing necessary info to keep all safe. collecting all data, loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by, safety checks set. We begin our journey, searching for the best. Lightning flashes nearby, signs of incoming storm. Setting our course, a cyclone forms. Keeping safe distance, monitoring statistics. Tornado indicated, preparing all logistics. Storm chasers hunting, excitement fills the air. Providing important data, vital information to share. Keeping people safe, mission is at hand. Warnings for the public, all threats are scanned. Sitting at command control, monitoring the situation. Watches and warnings appear. Extreme weather in our nation. Providing necessary info to keep all safe. Some may not be aware, or simply not awake. Risking all for others, danger in the skies. Hail pounds their vehicle, debris whizzes by. Storm now behind, accessing all the damage. Mission accomplished, all to our advantage. Storm chasers hunting, excitement fills the air. Providing important data, vital information to share. Keeping people safe, mission is at hand. Warnings for the public, all threats are scanned. Checking all systems.
I'll get it the way I want it. It's gonna take time to learn my own parts for it, but I will make it. No doubt, I'm gonna make a guitar part for that. I just gotta come up with the pieces in my head, because that's how it works. That's how exactly how it works. Now, I mean, there could be solos in there. It would be false, like. I would have to figure it out. See, like something in the background. Subtle in the background. It would fit. I could hear it already. It would definitely fit.
Blur radar, collecting all data.
It's gotta be for the other part.
Loading up the car.
Not necessarily.
Co-pilot sits by,
way because I'm sweating just messing around with it. This is just one of 8 guitars. This is one of my favorites right here. This is the baby. This Ibanez. And I've got more expensive guitars, but this is my favorite. Not that this is cheap, but it's my favorite. Sometimes money value. It's all about the pickups. It's about a lot of things, actually. But let's put this away. Oy, ow, my toe. My toe, my toe. Against the New Jersey Devils. Never forget that. My toe, my toe. Sam Rosen retired, that's right. He's done. Alexa, shut living room light. Alexa, shut living room light.
Okay.
I like it too. It's perfect for storm chasing. It really is. It'll work. I didn't want to make nothing like... That's more intense. I mean, I could have got cinematic. I could have gone so many directions for that. But I like that one. For the storm chasing. It's something I would listen to in the car while I was storm chasing. If that makes any sense. What's up, Keith? I just noticed the people in chat. Mole's like, oh, tonight's not the night. Not the night for what? I'm just chilling out. I broke my pick on that song. Not that I don't have plenty. I'm getting ready for my Rush cover band. I found a shirt that I want to wear. I actually have 2 that I wanted to wear, but one looks kind of beat up. The Rush cap, forget it. That definitely seen better days, but I'm going to wear it anyway. But at least I got Momzilla on. Momzilla's on. There's Momzilla. Momzilla. Oh shit, the guitar. There we go. I gotta shut that off. The pedal. Anyway. What's up, Lewis? Lewis, where the heck have you been? No, I wrote that Storm Chaser song this morning. That rolls off the tongue well. I wrote that Storm Chaser song this morning. Oh my gosh. But I want to add some guitar parts. I'll get to the drums at some point. I feel shaking. I felt the ground shake. Let's hope it's not an earthquake. I experienced that, what was it, last year? I think it was last year. Holy shit. I'm on TikTok, so I gotta be careful. Even though I'm 18 plus. Not that it matters much on there anyway. To be honest. Oh, earthquakes are nothing, right? Well, for somebody who doesn't experience them often at all, actually, that was the first time ever in my life I experienced feeling something, and it was a minor one. I can't imagine what it would be like. Mine, the one I experienced was 4.6. That's like an alarm clock in California. Time to wake up. Nothing big here. Over here, that was a big deal. I never felt an earthquake in my life. I was like, what the? I was sitting here working, 9:30 in the morning. It was last year sometime. I think it was in June. I don't really remember. And I thought there was a thunderstorm outside. I was like, what the hell's that? Or a truck. And then I started to feel the shake. And I saw things moving. And I'm like, hell no, this can't be. And then I saw the house swaying side to side. I'm like, get the, no way, no way. And it only lasted like 15 seconds, but I was like, holy, it was the longest 15 seconds I experienced. Felt like a minute. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay. I was like, heck no. Do you know what I did today? And I did a demonstration. I actually did a demonstration. A live video today on TikTok. Nobody even knew about it. I think KJ was the only one in Sue. See? Daytime. What the heck is that? Tell me that's not the shit. Dumping waste in the water. That is disgusting. That is gross. I can't share because it's not mine. But it's gross what I'm looking at. A cruise ship dumping waste. Oh, that is gross. It's coming out of the front and the back. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. For real. I hate when I do that. He's such a liar. Wow. That's crazy if that's even true. That's impossible. I'm not gonna bug out on that. I can't download it because they have a blocker now. All right, let me get away from that because I'm getting stuck on that. There's no activity. I hate that when that happens. Uh-oh. What's going on? Here it is. So this was from earlier today. But we gotta go black. And we could put sound. Maybe like that? I think I'm live. So I actually put a,
Let's get this stuff.
I fixed a little area where it was sinking a bit. I had to add more asphalt before I finished sealing this on Sunday. So I had to do a spot here and on the other side. So you'll actually see me how I do it. See, I'm doing the other side already. Talking to my neighbor. See, this is how I do it. And it came out perfect. This was today. It's only one bag. How is what legal? My video? Pretty in Pink? Me doing asphalt on my driveway? So you see how I spread it out nice? Rake it out. Fill it in nicely, even. And then just getting it just right where it meets both sides. So like when I tap it in, it comes out nice. It's easy. So I did this afternoon. And you'll hear me talk to my neighbor. She comes out. So I'm gonna skip because you just see me laying it out. It gets packed down for Sunday. Because I'm gonna seal it on Sunday. Thank you for doing that. This way I could do it.
Well, yesterday I got messed up with the rain,
I know.
and I went to go to pick it up.
But we can't do nothing till Sunday anyway.
Exactly.
But this is good that I can travel over this. Pack it down.
Right.
If you want later,
Yeah.
Go
When I
over it.
come home,
yeah. But it's good that it packs up a little bit before we do it on Sunday. So you could see how, and then I'll tap it after I get my delivery.
Getting that stuff on.
So I'm filling it in nicely. I'm doing the other side now because there was a little spot. Filling in that corner, making sure it's ready, making it nice and even. So when I tap it, of course somebody's calling me while I'm doing it. And there, this is like, you tap the edges first, because if you tap the middle first, it just falls apart on the edges. So you want to do the edges, get them nice and tight. Then you pack the center where you just tighten it, it gets tight against that piece and it doesn't loosen up. So it's best to do it around the edges first. Groundskeeper. But look how nice, look how nice. Look how nice it comes out, even, flat against the two sides. That's not as easy as it looks or sounds to make it meet perfectly. Because you're combining it with that's 2 years old, one side, the other side is a few weeks old. But you want to make it meet evenly. And that's the trick. So you can see I'm tamping it down. Nice. It's a lot of work because you just gotta really pack it in tight. And I went over it with the car this afternoon and it came out perfect. So you could see that's the last piece. Now I did the other side, tapping it. I want to get past all this. That's only one bag. The other day I did 8. I did 8 bags the other day. That's just one bag today.
Came out fantastic up there.
But look how it's looking on the top.
See that?
Look at the top. How I rebuilt the top of that driveway. All that work. Filling in the cracks. Putting 40 bags of asphalt. Actually 41 now today. To repair that driveway. And now I'm in the process of sealing it. But I had a little bit more repairs to do before I finished sealing the rest. That's all done up there. And it looks fantastic. It's amazing.
All the cracks I filled, new asphalt on both sides.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Oops.
I mean,
It
look at this
does.
compared. This is what that looked like up there.
Worse. Way worse.
All this I repaired. All of it. All that repaired. I
Oh,
sealed
yeah.
partial.
Super smooth.
It's gonna look amazing when I'm done. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, look how I packed it in.
This is instant. You could actually drive over this immediately.
Look how even it is.
This is right after. Like I could drive, but I'm
Look
gonna
at
let
that.
it dry a little.
Look how it meets perfectly.
Because if I drive over it now, it's so loose, it may break what I just repaired. But look how
I'll seal
look
it
how
on
nice
Sunday.
that came out. Even the spots I just did. Look at that. It's perfect. It's
I already
even.
did my part of the
It meets
driveway
both sides.
like last
evenly.
weekend.
That's what
So
you
the
want
other half is
when you
done
pack it.
completely.
You got to know how much to put. You don't go overboard or too little. See how it meets?
Perfect.
So that's the way.
Well,
I mean, look at it.
I did so
So I
much
got
work.
the sealer over there,
My neighbors.
and now it's just a matter of waiting till Sunday to finish sealing it. Then the driveway's done, because mine is done.
Yeah, I did mine already.
I already did mine.
My part.
See how mine looks?
Perfect.
Mine is done.
So see?
I'm going to leave a cone. No, I don't want to leave the cone because she's going to drive over it later.
So there you go.
Put the cone here because I'm going to seal
That was today.
it in a couple of days. So
So I can't do it until Sunday because we're both busy driving in and out of that area for the next few days. So I'm like preparing. So there you go. Anyway, what's up, Motown? I did, because I do a lot of the weather monitoring for those that are new coming in on TikTok. I wrote it's heavy though. It's a heavy version. I'll put it on the screen. I wrote a pop version, but it's not appropriate for storm chasing to me. I'll play the pop version first. Like I said, I don't think it's appropriate. And the lyrics aren't even matching up, which makes no sense. It's weird. So I wrote this morning. Storm Chasers.
Checking all systems, latest Doppler radar, collecting all data.
The lyrics aren't matching.
Up the car,
Look at it.
co-pilot sits by,
Not matching.
safety check set. We begin our journey, searching for the threats.
That's terrible that the lyrics aren't even matching. Let me see. Let me pull the lyrics up. Otherwise, you're not going to really understand what the heck I was doing. Oh my gosh. That's a little too big there. That's Hallows Eve. Let's go like this. And let's go down. And let's make it smaller. Not that there's much going on the screen anyway. It's going to be all the way at the bottom. At least we can see the lyrics that I wrote this morning. That is verse 1. I'll put the audio version. I'm not crazy about that pop version. I'm not. I'm just going to do the other one. this version. I'm trying to learn guitar parts to it. I was doing it a few minutes ago, but I'm not doing it anymore. The experiment is over for tonight.
Checking all systems, latest Doppler radar, collecting all data, loading up the car. Co-pilot sits by, safety checks set. We begin our journey, searching for the threats. Lightning flashes nearby, signs of incoming storm, setting our course, a cyclone forms. Keeping safe distance, monitoring statistics, tornado indicated, preparing all logistics. Storm chasers hunting, excitement fills the air, providing important data, vital information to share. Keeping people safe, mission is at hand. Warnings for the public, all threats are scanned. Sitting at command control, monitoring the situation. Watches and warnings appear, extreme weather in our nation. Providing necessary info to keep all safe. Some may not be aware, or simply not awake. Risking all for others, danger in the skies. Hail pounds their vehicle, debris whizzes by. Storm now behind, accessing all the damage. Mission accomplished, all to our advantage. Storm chasers hunting, excitement fills the air, providing important data, vital information to share. Keeping people safe, mission is at hand. Warnings for the public, all threats are scanned.
So I wrote that this morning. Because we do the storm weather monitoring here at times. And I give a lot of credit to all those storm chasers and what they do. So I said, you know what, I'm going to write, because we were watching what was going on in Nebraska the other night, afternoon actually. And they do a lot. People don't realize the risk they take to provide information. And the information is not just going to those tuning in. They also notify the local authorities, because they're doing on ground. They're in the field. It's one thing when a tornado is radar indicated. It's another one. It's confirmed visually, and they provide that information. They also provide the movement in real time, and they can let law enforcement, first responders, all that know. People don't realize, and I don't think that people look at it for the thrill. It's exciting to watch. Wow, look at that. But it's the information that they're also providing to the public. It's a public service. It really is. Mike is saying he's a first responder. We put our butts on the line to save you from the dangerous weather. Exactly. And that's why I wrote that song that way. It's actually complimentary to those storm chasers. And I do mind sitting at the command control. I do what I can do here, monitoring everything on my end. So it's also a little bit about what I do when I'm covering the weather, and definitely what they do. So that's how the lyrics, when I wrote it, that was the direction. And we seen it literally the other day, the hail pounding on the vehicle, where the windshield was almost completely gone, right, Nick? Almost gone on 2 vehicles. Dents all over the vehicle, so much damage. It was tennis ball size hail. Confirmed. Not just on what the weather app was saying, but visually you could see it was hailing like big pieces of ice coming down. It made big, you guys, well, some of you seen it. It was unbelievable. And that was in Nebraska. I was like, wow. I've never seen hail like that. Not on video, live, and definitely not here. Never. The biggest I ever seen here was close to marble size. Never golf ball. But this was like a tennis ball. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable to see that. So it was unbelievable. But that's why I wrote that song. And hello to those on TikTok. Now, there's no activity tonight. I wouldn't even doubt. I'm going to take a look. I don't think there's much going on in the Oval. It's almost midnight already. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. TikTok. Okay, that's done. NASA announces increased solar activity. Concludes that solar activity has reversed a decades-long weakened trend. Future solar cycles should even more intense than the one we're in now. Predicting long-term increases in solar activity due to the centennial Gleisberg cycle. Stay tuned for more sunspots and fewer Starlinks. Wow. The oval is pretty much not even there. It's completely weak. Space weather. You could see it. There's no real activity tonight. So that's that. So that's why this looks this way in Greenland. Which is an airport and it's public domain. It's an airport feed coming in from Greenland. But there's nothing going on tonight. So things are quiet. So, not much going on. You've seen grapefruit size hail. Talk about damage. I can only imagine. Only imagine. But there is going to be some nasty weather possible through the midsection of the country. I'm actually going to look at my paid app. Radar Omega. I don't think anything's going to be going on at this time of night. There's actually severe thunderstorm warnings. Where? California. Wow, look at that. A couple little nasty little cells. Right there. Heavy rainfall, flash flooding likely. Wow. They've got some nasty weather in California. There's the rain there. I need another satellite. Let's see. Radar. Wow. Oh yeah, there's some rain going on. Let me check the midsection. Nothing going on here. Nothing there. I'm looking along the low pressures. It was nasty up here today. There's definitely a low pressure spinning up here. But a lot of the activity has wound down for the night. Yeah, there's still spotty showers, but nothing. Because it's late. But the weather is going to deteriorate near Texas during the weekend, Oklahoma, points east as it progresses through the weekend. Right here, you'll see it. Gulf moisture is going to start pumping up toward Texas. There's a low pressure up here. It's kind of weak, but there's a low pressure here. Let's go to Saturday night. And now you're starting to see that flow coming in. That storm system that was here is now here. Let's look at Sunday. And here comes that Gulf moisture coming up. Scattered showers, possibly thunderstorms. And let's look into Sunday night. Now there's a lot of Gulf moisture coming in. So it's probably going to rain here quite a bit. And you can still see it coming up into Texas, Oklahoma. So this area is going to be unsettled for the weekend, going into Monday. And still unsettled. Look at that developing. We've been very fortunate with no serious hurricanes. It's unbelievable, actually. I don't trust this far out. Let's go back here. So not too bad, just nasty. There could be unsettled weather. Could be some nasty weather in the midsection of the country. I want to check on this. Actually, not even there. I want to see what's going on with this one, the typhoon. I've been watching this one. This one was heading toward Hong Kong a few days ago. Well, we're going to find out what's going on with it now. This could definitely impact Hong Kong. Unless they changed the trajectory here, the path. Uh-oh, there it goes. It's making the turn. It's making the turn right in. Look at this storm. This is the Euro. Wow, look at this storm. That is super nasty. That is a strong typhoon heading toward Hong Kong. Hong Kong is right there. Wow, look at that. Let's see where it goes. It might slide to the south and head this way. Oh my God, that thing is making a beeline for Hong Kong. Look at the wind field around it. That is a serious typhoon. Serious typhoon if that model stays. Remember, today's Thursday. That's Tuesday. This model is more dependable. Wow. Wow, look at that wind around it. That is significantly strong. I mean, it's not even on the scale. Let's put it that way. This is serious bad. There are islands in here too. Wow, look at that. It's so close. It makes a turn along the shoreline. Look at Hong Kong. Look at the storm. Look how close they're predicting it. Now remember, this side of the storm, the right northeast quadrant, top side north, is where the heavy winds are. You could see it here. Let's see what the American is showing. American should be close. Oh shit, the American has it up here. It doesn't even have it going that way. American has it weakening, going right over Hong Kong. That's the same storm. That is the same storm, and look at it. It's going right over Hong Kong on the American model, which is pretty bad because they're both predicting it's going near Hong Kong. They're on the rain side, but still, between this prediction and the other one being here, the models are kind of close where this thing is going to be. So that tells you something's heading that way. That's what that tells you. They're just off slightly. This one has the center here. The Euro has it more to the south. And a different time frame. See? The American has it here. The Euro has it down here. So if it ends up somewhere in between, Hong Kong's bullseye. That's the only way I could look at it right now. So we're going to have to watch this one really carefully. This is serious. That is a serious hurricane. Well, typhoon. Pacific. And then it just skirts the coastline. At least that's what the Euro is showing. So that's something they need to pay attention to in Hong Kong. I wonder if they're even talking about it. They should be. I'm just going to check. That one's weird. This one's coming down. Look at this one. That one's going toward Japan. Look at this one going toward Japan. Wow. That's going right toward Japan. Bullseye, Japan. Wow. Another one. Two of them. One in Hong Kong, one in Japan. Right over Japan. So that's another one of concern. This is a week out, over a week out, so this could change, definite. I wonder what the American, I don't go with the American model ever, usually. The American doesn't even have anything here. It has it down here. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That's crazy. It's got it near the Philippines. That's quite a distance away. From Japan. And then it goes toward China. But the Euro, which is going to be a mess now because that's probably the leftover of it. Let me back up. Yep, that is the leftover. Look at this predicted hurricane, well, typhoon for Japan next week. So there are two of them. One predicted to go near Japan, And then this nasty one near Hong Kong. That is bad. That is really bad for Hong Kong. Potentially. Again, still got 5 days. But the closer this gets, by Saturday, there'll be a really good idea where this is going. But that would be really bad for Hong Kong. Definitely bad for those islands. There's Hong Kong. These islands here. Oh my gosh. Look at the islands. They need to be evacuated. Those islands need to be evacuated. They're going to have to pay attention to this. Now, I don't know how populated they are. There's definitely a road there. Hard to tell without using Google Earth what exactly is on these islands. Are they populated? Are they more military for use? Like, what is it? But there's a lot of these islands out here. So yeah, that is bad. That's bad news. One thing, it looks like it's moving fast, which is good for them. It's a fast-moving storm. But those islands, and if it gets any closer to Hong Kong, if it comes up a little higher, like here, and comes in this way, or just comes over this way, because it's definitely moving parallel to the coastline. It's going this way. At least that's what the model is showing. I'm going to back it up and play it. It should play. Don't ask me why it's not playing. There it goes. It's going really slow. Could you imagine? This is like not good. a.m. Tuesday, 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1. Look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that. 8, 9, 10. That is a close call. 11, 12 a.m. Wednesday. Wow. It's riding parallel to the coastline. Look at that. Look how close that is to Hong Kong. Hong Kong's going to get definitely some storm surge. Look at that wind coming in. Hong Kong's definitely going to get affected. They're going to have storm surge. So I'm wondering if they're even... Look at this. This is like really bad for this whole coastline. And now the eye is over land. So that's not good. We'll definitely be hearing stuff out of that. Out of Hong Kong, I would bet. There's that one in California still. It's still got 25 minutes. So yeah. Nasty weather, potentially. I'm sure that will be on the news soon enough. They'll have that definitely. They'll be talking about it. But that is a big storm. But again, that's a model. It's Thursday. Well, now Friday. by Saturday, Sunday, we'll know for sure what's going on with that one toward Hong Kong, and then the other one toward Japan. Japan may have an issue with a separate one, typhoon. So they're getting it, but not like that one. The one in Japan is smaller in size. This one's pretty large typhoon. It's pretty big, like you said. That's a big storm. That's a big storm. Good night, Kay. Believe me, I'm getting off soon too. I'm tired. Did a lot today. I'm tired. But definitely going to keep an eye on that. That doesn't look good. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if they're even talking about it right now yet. International, like, weather. I would think they're starting to talk about it. They're probably talking about it in China and even in all those other areas. The Philippines, Japan, they all have to be on alert. Because you never know what the path is going to be. So I'm sure that whole area is watching these two storms in the Pacific, in Asia. Anyway, it's after midnight already. It's time for me to go to sleep. I am tired. Curtis, it was great seeing you. Nicholas, have a great night. Mike, Kay, anybody else? Motown Kitties, Pogo, anybody that's on TikTok. I'm going to say goodbye to them first, then TikTok. So for those on the other platforms, you have all a great night. Be well, be blessed, be safe. See everybody. Oof. Maybe tomorrow during the day. Saturday, I'll be at a Rush cover band concert. I may go live from there, but only on TikTok.